So we're just going to start off with some quick fire questions so we can get to know you.
Yep.
First one is, what is your secret talent?
My secret talent is being able to speak to people, I suppose. Yeah, my family just always choose me to get up there and just talk to people. I relate to everyone.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Night owl. Yep.
If you could write a book about anything, what would you write that book about?
About my dad's life, how he was up the coast, and just a basic farming life and just a normal country coast boy.
What is your favourite food?
My favourite food is paringo. Yeah, I love that stuff. Yeah, the cousins haven't dropped any off yet though, but yeah, that's my favourite food.
And who cooks in your household?
I'm the cook.
Tell me why you're running for council.
I'm running for council to ensure that everyone's got a voice out there. I know that there's a lot of us that don't step up to the plate and don't get out there and vote. And what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that people can come to my table and get good informative information of what the council actually is about, and hopefully along the way change things to meet the needs of the people.
If you are elected, what would be your number one priority?
My number one priority will be to get the sewage out of our mainstream in Gisborne. That'll be just for in town. But our water rights is another biggie of mine, because with the three waters coming up, it's about informing people about what's happening with that, where we stand.
Who are at-risk people in the community, and what can yourself or the council do to help them?
The at-risk people that are in the community at this time are the people that have just come back to Gisborne. They're coming back into a place where we've already got no housing, and I feel it puts a lot of stress on our schools, on our health systems, and also just every household that's out there with food in it. The only way that I could probably look at helping them is by trying to implement in a higher manner, is to try and get a tax off all our vegetables and all that. But I know that that's not going to be at a council level. It's a higher level. And housing, is I'm pretty happy that our iwi organisations are starting to get on board and get this housing underway. What
can be done about climate change?
But climate change to me it's a biggie. To me, I think the world goes in cycles. Climate is a thing that we can't change, but what we can change is the way we deal with plastics, deal with our flood zones, erosion zones, and that.
What do you think makes a good council?
A good council is led from the top. It's led from the one who's the mayor. But it's also got to have input from the rest of the councillors. You've got to be accountable, especially to your people. If things ain't going right, you've got to take the good and the bads, and just being honest to people. If you can't do something, don't say that you can do it.
What can be done about the empty stores in Gisborne?
The empty stores in Gisborne, I've been thinking of ideas. I think that we should actually make it an incentive for these stores to be staying open a bit late, because back in the day it was we had late night shopping. So if we can do one day a month where we stay open later on a Friday, maybe we can start getting people to go to these stores. I know it's a high lease or high rents at these places in town, and then that's where it's happening. I've talked to a lot of these shops, and that's the leases and the rents are just too high. If we can go at a council and drop the rates just for that 1 day or 2 days for the month, I think we'll end up getting more revenue in there and more people shopping.
Are you anti-vax or anti-mandate? Thoughts around that?
So at this time I'm not anti. I've actually had to write a mandate on it for our own iwi when I first started work, and all I believe is, yes, free choice is how it should be.
What one word would sum you up?
Good guy. Yeah, mostly everyone knows me as a good guy. I never cross anyone. I never I always go out of my way to help someone if someone's in need, even if they're my enemies, as they say. You kill your enemies with kindness, and that's the sort of person I am. I'll go out of my way no matter who you are. Communities should know that I'm always approachable. I can always be rung. I can always, even if you needed a ride into town, I know that's a bit thing, but that's the sort of person I am. I'll give my heart out to everyone that's out there, and everyone knows that sort of person. And I think that could be my downfall. But at the end of the day, I'm just Chris Haenga, and you just gotta like I said, I'm just a good guy.